Hey, good evening, everyone. My name's Dan Whitfield. I'm the independent candidate running for United States Senate here in Arkansas. Give me just 1 second. We'll let some people hop onto the live stream. I'll get it shared on Twitter, and then we can have fun and do our trivia night. No, don't worry about that. Just leave it alone. All right. Hey, good evening, everyone. Get that muted. All right. Let's see here. I've got some fun questions for us tonight, actually. So our topic tonight is topics of like Arkansas facts, and I've got some history of Arkansas questions in here too, for my history of Arkansas class that I think will be a lot of fun, and some really cool things that we as Arkansans may not know about this state we live in. So this should be a lot of fun. The way it's going to work is there are going to be 3 rounds. Each round will have 10 questions, and we'll make them a little bit quicker than last time. And the winner of each round, whoever gets the most questions correct, they will get a prize. Let me share this. I almost got this on Twitter. All right. So that's on there. Hey, Connie, Annie. Oh, thanks for joining again, Annie, Janie. All right, let me get our questions pulled up. My handy dandy document here. So I had asked people to vote on what topic that they wanted to do this week, and the topic that got the most votes was Arkansas history, so that is why I chose it. Next week, we are going to be doing family, so there'll be a lot of family-friendly questions and a lot of fun for everybody. All right, so we have a few people on. Awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I am going to pull YouTube up real quick, and there are, let's see here. This 10 hours. Awesome. Cool. So let me do it this way. Mute that. Turn this on. Make sure this is working. Awesome. Cool beans. So our topic is Arkansas facts. So let's start with round 1. All right, round 1. Question 1. What is the official Arkansas state rock? What is the official state rock of Arkansas? Hey Sherry, tonight we're doing a trivia, and we are doing Arkansas facts for our trivia for this week. Diamond, close, but it's not diamond. Every Wednesday night, we are going to be doing a fun trivia. Let's see. You're super close, Sherry. Alan was the first one to actually put it in there. So, the state rock for Arkansas is actually a crystal quartz. Let's go ahead and give both Sherry and Alan a point on that one. Did you make it on, Stephanie? Let me see here. Got my official point calculator here. All right. So yeah, you would think it is diamond because we are actually one of the only states in America that actually has a diamond mine. I believe that's down in, I don't want to butcher the name, Murfreesboro? Let's see here. What? No, it's not in Bentonville. It is... Oh, man. And by the way, so there is a diamond mine in Arkansas. I've been to the crystal mines and the diamond mine. We decided to go to the diamond mine while we were in Little Rock around the 4th of July as like a vacation thing. And actually, I lie. It is Murfreesboro. So my wife, I think she was actually having a conference in Hot Springs, and that's when I decided to take my daughter to the diamond mine and go diamond mining. It was miserable. I mean, it was really fun, but it's basically like 8 hours of grueling labor. I mean, you go out into these big dirt fields and fill up buckets with dirt, and then you go over to these troughs that are, of course, only like 3 feet high. So you're bending over the whole time, and you're just sifting mud through strainers. A lot of work. It's fun. You can find all sorts of fun stuff, but wow, it's a lot of work, and you usually don't find anything. Whereas I prefer to go to Ron Coleman's crystal mine, which our state rock is the quartz crystal, because every time we go to the crystal mine, we get buckets of crystals, and it's about the same price. It's not as much work, and it's really cool. I got crystals all over my house now. I love the place. We go back every time we go over there. Murfreesboro. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, so that was question number 1.
Except once.
Except once? What once?
You said we would ring and we didn't go because it was raining, I think.
Oh, the one time we didn't go to the mine? Yeah, it was raining. Well, we will go again here soon, though. It's been a while. I'm excited.
I want to go. It's always hot.
It won't be as hot this time. All right, so question number 2. All right, what is the Arkansas state insect? What is our state insect? Let's see, the state insect.
State insect might
The mosquito. That's probably the Louisiana state insect. It is not the mosquito. It's one of the most important insects on the planet. Connie! Awesome! A tick. I love it. It's so true. There's so many mosquitoes and ticks and chiggers and all these different things. But it's actually, the honeybee is what it is. And honeybees, they're some of the most important creatures on our planet. I mean, it's amazing how much pollinating one honeybee can do.
Even a wasp.
Even wasps, yes.
We have some that live in our house.
We do.
And they're creepy.
All right, so that was our question number 2, and that one goes to Connie. Let me see here. Let me make sure our point counter is online and watching.
Yeah.
Pollinating one honeybee can do. Oh, let me mute that. Awesome. Cool beans. So, next question. It's going to be the third question here. Question number 3. They are alive. Oh, we get local honey all the time. It's an antibacterial. It's really good to have in your diet. It's a great substitute when you're baking instead of sugar, to add a little bit of honey instead. But one of the problems we're facing right now, bless you, is we're losing a lot of our honeybee populations to the point where we actually have honeybee farmers from the Midwest and the East Coast that will bring truckloads of beehives to the West Coast during the spring season to pollinate like almond trees. And they get paid to bring their beehives all the way to California just to pollinate these trees. It's amazing. All right, so question number 3. What is the state song? Now, this is kind of a trick question. What was the original Arkansas state song? Because they did change it a couple decades ago. But the original Arkansas state song, that Arkansas, that when you hear this song, Arkansas is what comes to mind.
What's that song for?
This is the Jeopardy theme song. I need to get you into Jeopardy.
No.
Yes, because... Here, let me put this in if you're going to be over here. If you're going to be over here. Turn around, though. Let's see here. Oh, Arkansas. Nope, it is not. Oh, Arkansas. Yeah, don't read the answers. The Arkansas Traveler. Awesome. Gail got it. I love it. Yes. Good job. Good. Awesome, Gail. I love it. So, Arkansas Traveler. That is our song. And there's actually, I'm going to play a short clip of it here for you if I can find the right one.
Can I sit on your lap?
No, not right now.
Fine. I'll fix the chair for you.
All right. So I'm going to play a short clip of the Arkansas Traveler because...
That's
let's see here.
What I personally love about a sauna is that
Ads.
it
Oh my
works the
gosh.
way that I would want it
It's
to.
the good old days and no ads. I know, right? All right. So that is the Arkansas Traveler. That's actually our state song. Really amazing. I love it. So we're moving on. We are still in round one. The way this is working, I see more people are joining in. There are 3 rounds, 10 questions in each round. When you get a question right, you get a point, and whoever has the most points at the end of each round is going to get a prize. I'm going to be giving out bumper stickers and refrigerator magnets. So last time, everyone who participated, I sent everyone a bumper sticker and refrigerator magnet. So thank you all so much for participating, and let's move on. All right, so next, what is the state fish? What is the Arkansas state fish? Ah, I know, he is pretty amazing. They have a lot of really cool renditions of the Arkansas Traveler right now on YouTube. The what? Oh, because those are called trolls. There are trolls that like to hop on my live stream. Not crappie, not catfish, although catfishing is my favorite fish to go out for. Trout, not trout.
What does it say the answer is?
There you go. All right, Tucker. It is the alligator gar. The alligator gar is the state fish. Oh man, so gars are so cool. I remember when I was younger, I was actually out trout fishing, and I had my stringer on the side of the boat in the water, and the next thing I knew, 2 of the fish had all that was left were their head and gill. A gar came up and ate my fish. All right.
I've never even heard you
Stephanie, there we go. Here's our point counter.
I never heard you say that before.
So we have, real quick for Stephanie catching on, we have question number 1. What is the official Arkansas State rock? The answer was quartz crystal. And who got that first? I'm trying to look. I think 2 people had it at the same time, but it's not going to let me scroll up at this time. So we'll go back and get you all. What is the state insect? Let's see. The state insect went to Connie. It was the honeybee. What is the state song, which was Gale? Let me scroll down just to double check. I think Gale had the state song.
Yeah.
Yes, Gale had the state song, which is Arkansas Traveler. And then what is the state fish? The gar. It's actually the alligator gar, but close enough. And that goes to Tucker. All right. So moving right along with your petition. Absolutely. Let's see here. Yeah, I think there were 2 of y'all that got quartz. Sherry. Awesome. And Alan. So Sherry and Alan both got a point for quartz because they got it at the same time. All right. So question number 5.
Stop it. Stop doing the drum roll.
What is the state flower? What is the Arkansas state flower?
Basically, it will say. I'm not going to say it. I don't want to cheat. Wait, I'm going to take the mask for a second.
We've gone and seen these flowers out in the forest.
I know. In our hike.
Okay. Don't click too many of them, though.
Why?
Oh, because, let's see. What is the Arkansas state flower? That is our question. Which is question number 5 in round 1. The apple blossom. Yes. So the Arkansas state flower is the apple blossom. And Oh, I wish it was dogwood. All of our dogwoods in our forest are finally getting their leaves and dropping their flowers, but it's just so beautiful out.
Is it the one that's right next to our house that's dead? Let's go.
No, that's an oak tree. Yeah, no, the dogwoods are the ones with the white flowers.
All right.
All
That
right.
one right there.
Awesome.
Right in front of our house.
So we have got one for Sylvita today. The apple blossom on there. Awesome. And next one. So we're just going over the first round one is all kind of like this, and round two is a little bit different, and round three is all different. Just so we can kind of learn a little bit more about our state. Yeah, dogwoods or redbuds. Oh, I love them both. We don't have enough redbuds and dogwoods around our house, that's for sure. One of these days, I'm gonna plant a ton of them that we can get a lot of color in the spring.
Stop! You're already planting bamboos. That's enough.
All right. Question number 6. Do you want to read the question? Right here.
What is the state animal?
All right. So, what is the state animal?
What if I accidentally said it? No.
Oh, Tabitha. Sometimes when you comment, I don't see all the comments on here. So if you are guessing them right before anyone else you see, send me a message and I'll make sure I get you something. So, white-tailed deer. There we go. All right. So I saw that one that time, Tabitha. It is the white-tailed deer. That is our state animal.
Why is the screen on the side of your computer?
So I could have multiple screens up. White-tailed deer is our state animal. We have amazing hunting regulations here in the state. We do have a large overpopulation of white-tailed deer. So for $25, you can get a hunting license which allows 6 harvested deer per year.
But you didn't get 6 before.
I didn't. I got
3.
2 deer.
No, you got 3.
No, I only got 2.
No, you got the tiny one, a big one, and another one, the male. The male that had no antlers.
Nope, I only got 2.
No, you stop remember.
But it's really important, and we used to have a lot of wolves here in Arkansas.
We did.
And yeah, there used to be tons of wolves. And because the farmers didn't want wolves eating their cattle, we actually started killing all of the wolves in the state. Now, we basically messed up our ecosystem because these wolves kept the deer in check. So now we have an overpopulation of deer. That's why up here in Bella Vista, there are a lot of car accidents from deer. And, it is good to harvest them. It keeps their population lower so that they don't pass diseases.
But what if you do run over them and you take their meat?
You can do that if you run over them, but usually...
On accident?
Yes. All right. But okay, so moving on. A state animal was a white-tailed deer. All right. Question number 7. The question number 7 is, what here, you can read it.
What is the state tree?
What is the state tree? That is going to be question number 7. Oh, I'm sorry, Sherry. It's so terrible. I mean, it's not fun, especially if you have kids in the car. It's very dangerous because deer usually jump when you hit them and they can go through your windshield. Oh, not the pine. Well, I guess it is technically a pine. It is the loblolly pine. I'll give it to you. That's close enough. So we got another point for Sherry. Oh, I think Sherry is on top right now for this bumper sticker. Awesome.
How much points does she have?
A couple. My official point keeper is keeping track for me.
I do not even know.
But yeah, so awesome. I'll go with pine. It is the loblolly pine. There are several different species of pine and conifer out here. In fact, in southern Arkansas, one of the main industries is actually logging and timber, and that's how they make a lot of money down there. All right. Let's see here. Question number 8. Are you going to read this one as well?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Right here.
What is the highest point in the state?
What is the highest point in the state?
That is
Specifically, what mountain is the tallest mountain in Arkansas? Hey, Alan, thanks for joining us.
Bravioso. Whoa, that question is
Mount
big.
Magazine. Oh, Garrett got this
Ooh,
one.
that was quick.
Mount Magazine is the tallest point in Arkansas. Arkansas is really amazing, our region and our landscape here. We have the
Wild
Ozark
peacocks.
Mountains, and then we have the Washita Mountains, and then we have the Delta region, the
Math
coastal
Magazine?
plains.
Math Magazine Mountain?
It is an
Magazine.
amazing state we have. Let's see here. And all of the water in Arkansas is flowing east towards the Mississippi River.
So, can I do the next question?
The next question? Yes, you can. All right. You want to read it?
What's the word of the...
Can you sound it out? It's official.
What is the official state?
You can sound that one out.
Beverage?
Beverage. Pretty close.
Close.
So, number 9 is what is the
the
official state beverage?
What's a beverage?
What is a beverage? What do you mean, what is a beverage?
I don't know.
This could be a beverage. Anything you drink is a beverage.
It's strong.
Milk! Oh, man.
Milk.
So I think you've gotten already 2 points. Beer, that's, I know, right? One of the really cool things about Arkansas is all of our microbreweries. We have so many breweries here in Arkansas that support our local communities and our small businesses. All right. And don't worry if you are putting your answers and it's all lagging or whatever, just put your answers down there. We'll go back through, we'll count up points, and we'll make sure, everyone's
you
getting something for
remembering points?
hanging out with
Are
us.
you remembering points?
I don't have to remember them because I can watch this video once it's all done.
Kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you. All right, so one more question in this topic for round 1. This is the final round 1 question. It is, what is the state
Fruit.
fruit? What is the state fruit? That is the last question for round 1.
And then
And I want a
round 2.
specific answer for this one here.
Because what is the next one?
The next
Next
one,
question.
it is
Don't you say it yet.
tequila. Oh, I'm more of a vodka person myself. It is not the apricot. Okay, so
Close enough.
you're close, Lori. It is a tomato, but what tomato is it? Pink tomatoes.
Wow.
Ah, Alan.
That was a pink riot.
All right.
Billy's favorite color.
I think we're going to have to give a couple points off on that one because I do see pink tomatoes and the South Arkansas ripe vine pink tomatoes, which are both the right answer.
They are
They are.
random.
Awesome. So, that was round 1.
That was epic round.
Epic round. It was... Oh, you just don't drop it, though.
I'm not gonna drop it. Won't break it.
The Black Apple. They have a Black Apple Tavern in Springdale. Amazing locally brewed beer. I love it.
Is there black apples?
There are not black apples.
What?
All right, so round 1, awesome. We learned a lot of different facts about our state here in Arkansas. I'm going to read through them real fast for the people who weren't here. Official state rock, quartz crystal.
Crystal.
The state insect
say
is
The honeybee.
the state song,
Arkansas traveler.
the state fish,
Alligator gar.
the state flower,
Apple blossom.
the state animal,
White-tailed deer.
and the
What's that?
state tree. It's your mom. She's coming up the stairs. The state tree, loblolly.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
The highest point in the state,
Mount Magazine.
the official state beverage,
Milk.
and the state fruit.
South Arkansas vine rope pink tomato.
That is definitely an I, not an O, but close enough.
I said right. I said rope.
It's okay. Cool beans. So that was round 1. All right. Round 2 is a little bit different, but the questions are all really important and super fun. These are black apples.
Black
All right, so round 2. These questions are going to be a little bit more difficult, but you can find them with Google. All right.
Yeah.
So, moving on. What is the population of Arkansas? What is the population of Arkansas?
Say it. And it does say the answer.
The
so-
population of Arkansas. Nobody? Oh, it's so easy. We should all know this off the top of our heads.
Yup. No, tire.
Yes, Tucker. Tucker is the first one to get it on there.
Bravo.
And Garrett is more accurate, so we got both Tucker and Garrett on here. It is 3.018 million, so 3,018,000 people. Tiny little state, just 3 million people. All right,
No,
moving
no,
on.
This cannot be the question.
What?
That's too sad.
I know it is, but it is a question, and we'll get to it in a little bit. All right, question number 2. What is the average household income in Arkansas? And I know I asked this last week, but this one was one no one could answer. So, what is the household income in Arkansas? Who remembers? The average income in Arkansas. 47,000. Tucker, man, you are killing it, Tucker. $47,000 is the average household income in Arkansas. Lightning round. What's the average income in Northwest Arkansas? Real quick. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nope. All right, the average household income here in Northwest Arkansas is $57,000. So up here, we make a lot more money than the rest of the rural state. All right.
Who has most points?
Who has the most points? We will tally them up later.
Wow.
All right, so question number 3, round 2. What are the 6 Fortune 500 companies that are located here in Arkansas, that are from Arkansas? We have 6 Fortune 500 companies that are from our home. Which are these 6 Fortune 500s?
I know.
So you have to name the 6?
You might be right, Brian, with 52. Let me double check.
Google.
Seven.
And it is in multiple areas in Arkansas.
Let's see here. Walmart, J.B. Hunt, Tyson. That's 3 of them.
Good job. I'm gonna do this.
Dillard's, there we go. We got Walmart, J.B. Hunt, Tyson, Dillard's. There are 2 more. And there you go. Tabitha. You got it, Tabitha. She hit all of them. Walmart, Tyson. And look at that. You didn't even copy paste because you spelled goods wrong. Awesome. So that was all input. Walmart, Tyson, Goods, Murphy USA, JB Hunt, Dillard's, and Windstream.
Windstream.
Those are our local Fortune 500 companies that are from here in Arkansas. And a few of them are actually from here in Northwest Arkansas. Awesome. So let's move on to the next question. This is round 2, question number 4. This is
Can
a...
I read it?
Sure.
How many
I know what she's going to say. I love it. You can read it. No worries, Tabitha. Uh-huh.
Numbers does Arkansas have?
How many what? How many onion members does Arkansas have? No, it's
Close.
union. How many union members does Arkansas have?
The only E can jump over the
How many
continent.
union members call their home Arkansas?
E can jump over a continent.
Zero. Oh, I'm sure Walmart, JB Hunt, and Tyson would like it to be zero, but it is not zero. We do have union members. Most of them are teachers, nurses, and firefighters. More than 20,000. 62,000. All right. Tabitha again. Awesome. You're so amazing, Tabitha. I love it. I think you're going to be winning this round. So 62,000 union members here in Arkansas. Awesome.
Luck, everyone.
So out of 3 million people, 62,000 people are part of a union. One of the things, part of my platform that is really important to me is I am very pro-union. I don't think that every company should have a union per se representing their employees, but the employees of any company should be able to have the vote to form a union or not. It used to be back in the day, any group of employees could vote to form a union. It would require 51% of the vote, and the employees had federal protections protecting them from any retaliation of their employers taking from them trying to form a union. And I think that we should have those laws. I think we should have protections for people trying to form a union if they want to. All right. Next question. How many people does Walmart employ here in Arkansas?
Can I do the sad one?
Actually, no. In total, how many people does Walmart employ?
Can I do the sad one?
You really want to? Okay, you can do the sad one. So how many employees does Walmart have? They are the largest employer in the world, I believe.
One?
No, we don't have that protection, Sherry.
We still are.
Close, Tucker. Too many, not quite 2 million.
Ooh, close, close, close. It's like not even knowing.
Not quite 2.2. Man, did I get...
Why is everyone getting so close? Daddy goes on my ankle and it goes.
Okay, I'll take 2.2 million. So Walmart has 2.2 million employees worldwide and 1.5 million employees in the U.S.
Tell me
So
what is the
1.5
sad
million
one.
employees in the U.S. work for Walmart.
Dad,
All right, let's see here.
look, it hurts.
What does... Oh, be careful. Ooh. Well, yeah. I know, it hurts my hair when I put it on my wrist, too. It pulls my little hairs. All right, moving on. Round 2, question number 6. This is a good question, something that a lot of people don't know and that people should know. I'll read this one. It's longer.
No, please, please.
Okay, go for it.
How much money do taxes players pay each year for Walmart employees? Well, for
How much money do taxpayers pay each year for Walmart's employees' welfare?
close in the whole
Walmart doesn't pay the highest wages, and because of this, a lot of Walmart employees qualify for welfare. So, how much money do taxpayers pay to cover Walmart's employees' welfare? I know, it's a good question. A lot of people don't think about it. One of the reasons we want to increase the wages for Walmart employees is so that they make, I'll read the number out. 6 billion, very close. Very, very close, but I want it a little bit closer because I know the answer's out there. So, because Walmart pays such low wages, a lot of their employees qualify for welfare. We need to raise wages at Walmart. That way their employees no longer qualify for welfare. So let's do some quick math. Sit up real quick. In my arm.
Okay. I'll touch your arm forever. Just put this on left.
6.4. Oh, there you go, Tabitha. $6.2 billion. Walmart employees cost taxpayers $6.2 billion every single year in welfare. So let's take that. I'm going to do $6.2 billion divided by 150 million employees. So we could raise Walmart employees, the average Walmart employee's salary by $4,100, and then we would no longer have to pay that $6.2 billion in welfare. If we increased a lot of their employees' income by $4,000 a year, they would no longer qualify for welfare. But Walmart wants to cheap out and not pay livable wages, while it is the wealthiest company in the world, owned by the wealthiest family in the world. All right, that's enough about Walmart. Moving on. Question number 7.
I was gonna read.
You can read this question.
How many animals does Tyson kill per day?
How many animals does Tyson kill every single day?
Not every single.
Every
Per
single day.
Per day.
Yep, every day. How many animals does Tyson kill every day? And I'm looking for how many chickens, how many cattle, and how many pigs.
What are cattle?
Cows.
Oh, no. But male cows?
Yes. I know I'm distracted, but I don't think she's gonna go anywhere. You wanna go downstairs so we can finish this up?
Yeah?
No, not with me. Let's see here. More than that.
Yeah.
Not quite 37 million chickens.
So close. So?
There is an actual statistic for this, and I may have to just type it in. I'll give it 15 more seconds for people to...
Guessing?
Tabitha, again, you found the answer. All right, so awesome. So Tabitha is definitely going to win this round. I love it. So yes, every single day Tyson kills 6 million chickens, 30,000 cows, and 48,000 pigs every single day. 48,000 pigs every single day. Did you know a pig is deemed to be more intelligent than a dog? It is insane how many animals we kill. I understand people have to eat meat, but how much meat do we have to eat, being 60% of America is obese? I mean, I know I'm not one to talk, and I love to eat food more than I should, but dang, do we really have to kill so many animals?
Yes.
All right, moving on. Honey, just let it be. It's fine. All right, so question number 8. How many states have right to work laws? How many states have right to work
No,
laws?
I can win that
No, not the next one. Your mom's calling you. I know. Here, we're doing family trivia night next week. I'll make sure we have enough time for you to come and hop into, okay? Oh, I know. How much of that ended up at Joe's Exotics? Oh my gosh. So the correct answer, the first one on there, is Tabitha again. 28. There are 28 right-to-work states. Arkansas is included in that 28. What that means is I can go to work tomorrow. Well, I guess not, because I'm working from home right now. I can clock in for work tomorrow, and my boss can say, unfortunately, due to the COVID epidemic, we no longer need you, and we have eliminated every single person on the team to save money. and there is nothing anybody can do about it. We are out of luck. Our mortgages aren't going to stay. Our rent's not going to wait. Our bills aren't going to wait. But our boss can just tell us for any reason at all, we no longer need you. I've had this happen to me here in Arkansas. I was working for Cox, and I was a cable guy. I was making okay money, but my coworker, the guy who had trained, we will still pay you. We'll find you work to do. If you have to clean the shop or if you have to mow the lawn, we'll make sure you get your hours so you get paid. Well, this company made a bad financial decision. And because they made a bad financial decision, I went into work one day and they waited until the end of the day. And then my boss called me into his office. He's like, "I'm sorry, Dan, we've decided to eliminate your position. We can no longer afford to pay for you." And I had no work. That was it. Huh.
They had you pay for your tools.
Oh, yes.
That's illegal.
Yeah, so I guess also for this job, I had to spend $600 on tools, and I was paying it off in my paychecks, and I had already paid $200 towards my tools. I owed $400 more, so I asked when he was letting me go if I could be refunded for the $200 I spent on my tools. And he's like, "Well, Dan, I'm sorry, but we're going to take that other $400 out of your paycheck. You have to keep the tools." So not only, and my wife was actually visiting her family in the Philippines at the time too. So not only did he just surprise me because they made a bad financial decision and let me go, they let 3 of us go, me and then 2 other people, and they took $400 out of my final paycheck that was supposed to go towards rent to pay for the tools. I mean, it's right to work. That's one of the problems. Well, I mean, the tools part is probably not legal. They wouldn't even give me my receipt so I could write them off. Yeah. They kept the receipt. So, I mean, that's just what it is when you live in a right-to-work state. Your employer can let you go for whatever reason. They don't even have to tell you anything. They can just say, "Oh, have a good day. We don't need you anymore. Bye. Get your things and go." And there's nothing you can do about it. There's no protections. We have to end right-to-work states. It is predatory. It's bad for employers, it's bad for employees, and the only people who benefit are giant corporations who use it to take advantage of American working class people. All right. Yeah, I'm sorry, Titus. Yeah, it's super terrible. I mean, there's so many people who have been victim to the right to work that we have to do something about it. We can't afford to keep allowing employers to take advantage of people in that way. All right, so I stayed on that question way too long. I'm going to move on real quick. Round 2, question 9. Who is the largest employer in Arkansas? Who is the largest employer in Arkansas? The largest employer of Arkansas. It is not Walmart or J.B. Hunt's. Okay, so this is a complicated one, but I do see state is the largest employer. Yes, so it's actually the state, and it includes schools and the medical field, and it's actually called Off of Research Administration. And Off of Research Admin, they are the largest employer here in Arkansas. It covers all the federal different positions that we have. And the second highest employer in Arkansas is, of course, Walmart. All right. Do you know who the highest paid federal employee is in Arkansas? Bonus question. Who? They might have changed it this last year. But as of last year, who is the highest paid federal employee in Arkansas? Can anyone guess? Anyone? Highest paid federal employee in Arkansas? No? Not the governor. I believe he makes like $141,000 per year in 2018. It is not Asa. It was actually the head coach for the Razorbacks. The head coach of the Razorbacks was the highest paid federal employee here in Arkansas. But I think we got a new coach, so I don't know if the salary is the same for the new dude. Let's see. Yes, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. Hi, I love you, baby. Just try not to distract me so I can read all these questions. We got to get through them. All right, so that was round 2. And I have one bonus question for round 2. This question is going to be worth 2 points in round 2. And I wanted to add it in because it kind of correlates with what the other questions were. But I think it's a super important thing that people need to know that a lot of people probably don't realize. So, bonus question. Let me see here.
Oh, there's a comment here.
Let's see here. I'm looking this up. Want to make sure. Yep, there we go. Highest paid public employee in every state. Arkansas, Chad Morris, head football coach.
But it's not federal. It's supposed
Oh, state employee. My bad. Yeah, the highest paid state employee, not federal employee. But Chad Morris, the head football coach, in 2018, guess what Coach Morris's salary was? Anyone? Yes, state. Sorry, TJ. What was Chad Morris's salary in 2018? All right, $3.5 million.
What?
$3.5 million to be the coach of the Razorbacks.
Wow.
Insane.
Why is that?
Because the Razorbacks make a lot of money from their sporting events. Crazy. All right, so moving on. Bonus question. What percent of working families in Arkansas are below 200% of the poverty line? How many working class families in Arkansas are 200% below the poverty line? It's a really sad question, and you guys are going to be shocked at the answer. How many working class families are living way below the poverty line? There is no music for this. It's disgusting, honestly. It's really not even a good fact at all. You're close, Alan, at 37. 40, there you go, Tucker. It is 40.4%. 40.4% of working class Arkansans are living well below the poverty line. 40% of people, they're working, they're trying to do everything right. They aren't just leeches, they're not free riders, they're not people that are just staying home living off government welfare. These are people out there working, trying to make their lives and their families' lives better. 40% of these people are well below the poverty rate. We have to fix that. It's way too high. Yeah, she wanted to show off her crown she made earlier. Sorry. All right. So, now moving on to round 3. I'm pretty sure Tabitha had gotten the most points on that one. I think Tucker got a few. Don't worry. I'll go back and I'll calculate all the different points and I'll make sure that everybody gets taken care of, because I do have a lot of bumper stickers that we still need to give out. All right. Round 3. This one's going to be a little bit different of a topic. It's going to be more historical. For like a historic facts for Arkansas. And I have, I guess, a few regional ones in here as well. Okay. Round 3, question number 1. How many lakes are there in Arkansas? Around how many lakes are there in Arkansas? Named lakes. Let's see. How many named lakes are there in Arkansas? More than 25. More than 32. 2,400. Tucker. We have 2,400, more than 2,400 named lakes here in Arkansas. Many, many, many lakes. I love it. It's such a beautiful state. I'm fortunate enough to live here in Bella Vista, where we actually have 5 lakes, just in our own little area here, which are really cool. That's where I do all my fishing. I do my catfishing at Loch Lomond, where they have blue cats, and then I do my trout fishing at Lake Brittany. 2,400 lakes. It's amazing. All right. Next question. All right. This is a little bit harder. Some of y'all history buffs may know, but let's try this. What was the name of the first fort in Arkansas? this fort at one time was actually the capital of Arkansas. So what was the name of the first fort in Arkansas, which was the original capital? Not Fort Smith. It is not Fort Smith. Fort Smith got really big during the Trail of Tears. It's super close, Alan. It is not Arkansas Point, but very close. It is not it's not Port Arkansas. Oh, yeah, they're definitely not as big as the Great Lakes, that's for sure. Not Chaffee. Arkansas Post. Awesome. Yes, the very first fort in Arkansas was actually the Arkansas Post, which is just off of the Mississippi River. And that was the original capital until they kept exploring a little bit further up the river. And eventually, when they got to Little Rock, they saw that it was, the problem with Arkansas Post in the Delta region is there was a lot of malaria, a lot of yellow fever, because it's a swampy area with lots and lots and lots of mosquitoes. And all of the immigrants hated it. So they kept going up the river and eventually made the town of Little Rock, because it was where it starts to become hilly and was a little more elevated. So, awesome. Arkansas Post. And it was actually founded by Henry de Toto, or de Tonti. Sorry, not Toto. Henry de Tonti. Let's see here. Question number 3. I love this question. Let's see. This is going to be a really big, a harder one to get, but I got a little bit backstory and I love it. All right. What led to the knife fight that happened at a legislative session at the Arkansas Capitol, where the Speaker of the House stabbed and killed a delegate on the floor? There was a knife fight at the Capitol during a legislative session. This really happened. I'm not making this up. What led to that knife fight? What was the knife fight over? Yes, music, sorry. I get so interested reading all these comments. So what led to the knife fight? Yes, Tucker! Awesome! Kind of killing wolves. Secession. Pronunciation of the state name. All really good answers, but Tucker was the closest one. I don't think we'll get any closer. So what had happened was, we had a lot of wolves here in Arkansas, like I was explaining to my daughter earlier. And what we ended up doing to try to get the population of wolves down is the government started paying people for wolf pelts. And they weren't paying chump change. I think they were paying like $20 for a wolf pelt. $20 for a wolf pelt. Oh my gosh. So, of course, people get smart and they started raising wolves. They started raising wolves so that they could take their pelts and turn them in for reward money. Well, after this started happening, the Speaker of the House had passed legislation saying that your wolf pelt needs to be appraised and approved by your local justice of the peace before you could turn it in and claim your reward. And the delegate member basically insulted the Speaker of the House because they didn't like this big government oversight. And when he insulted the Speaker of the House, they pulled out their knives and they went at it. And he actually killed the delegate right there on the floor, and he didn't get in trouble. They deemed it a self-defense. So, interesting stuff. El Googlar. All right. So, moving on, I've got some other good questions here. Question number 4, round 3. What were the 3 Native American tribes from Arkansas? What 3 tribes was Arkansas home to before Manifest Destiny decided to give people or allow people to think they had the right that we could push everybody east or west into Oklahoma to Indian territory? the 3 different Indian colonies. You're so super close, Parker. Yeah, there you go. I'll give it to you. Awesome. It was the Caddo, the Quapaw, and the Osage Indians. When you look at the Osage orange trees, they're the trees that have the big green fruits. You can call them horse apples as well. And those Osage trees, the reason that they were called the Osage Indians was because they would use the wood from those trees to make their bows. So that's what the Osage trees were originally used for, was for material for bow making. Interesting stuff. I love it. All right. Moving on. Question number 5. When, and you don't have to give a specific date, just after what? When were the first public elections held in the state of Arkansas? When were the first elections held in Arkansas? Sorry, the first public elections. Yes, Caddo is a town, and there's actually a big film on it that we watched in our history course, talking about the Osage Indians, what pushed them over there and where they went, and how lucky they got when they got over there. Not 1823 or 1830s. After. The first public elections. Not 1836. It is going to be a couple decades after that. Still later. Still later. There we go. Parker, I'll give it to you. That's close enough. So it was actually during Reconstruction after the Civil War ended was when we had our first elections here in Arkansas. And it really made a lot of Arkansans mad at the time because after the Civil War ended, we had actually, the federal government removed the right to vote from a lot of white land-owning males. So a lot of the people who were voting at that time were what were called carpetbaggers. People who had moved to Arkansas after the Civil War and weren't native Arkansans. So it made a lot of people upset. But that's around when the first public elections started to take place. All right, let's see here. Next question. Number 6, round 3, number 6. There's only a couple questions left. Who were the first 2 Arkansas senators? The first 2 senators to represent Arkansas in the United States American government. First 2 Arkansas senators. You know what's really cool actually is I don't think there's been any questions where I had to actually give the answer where someone couldn't guess it this time. It's awesome. Not Clinton. Close, though. Y'all are super close, but not quite there. It was Ambrose Sevier. Half point, yes. Not Conway or Monroe. But I do have both the 2 names on here, just in different answers. So let's go ahead and give both of them a point. It's actually not Fulbright. It's William Fulton. Is it? Oh, hold on. No, yeah, it is William Fulton and Ambrose Sevier. So let's go ahead and let me see these 2. Fulbright, Fulton. So Tucker got Fulton, and let's see. Sylvita got Sevier here. Okay, I'll go back through and I'll make sure y'all get points. All right, awesome, cool. So yeah, those were our first two senators, and they were actually here. This leads me into my next question. Question number 7: when did Arkansas become a state? When did Arkansas become a state? And I know the answer's already been in the comments. 1836. All right. So 1836. That is when we became a state. And who was the first governor of Arkansas, which would have been also in 1836? That's going to be question number 8. The first governor. We'll see, Eddie. Yes, Michigan is our sister state. When we were bringing new states to join the Union, they would always bring 2 states at the same time. One slave state and one free state. And Michigan was our sister state, the free state, when Arkansas joined as a slave state. You guys are close. It is James. It's not James Miller, though. Not McIntosh. Not Conway. Although there were a lot of Conways. They're pretty much I think it was the governorship and state senators stayed in the Conway family for a long time, up until after the Civil War. Alright, so the very first one, I mean, no one probably remembers any of this, but the very first governor of Arkansas was James Sevier. He was related to the first senator. Alright, question number 9. This is a good question. Actually, I guess before I do that, my history professor had given me this, which is really cool. So on the 20th of March, 1861, this is when we took a vote to secede from the Union. And it goes through on why they thought we should secede and all of the different things on there. It's a really cool paper. It's just basically all, I'm a racist, I like slaves, and I don't want to lose my private property kind of thing. Unfortunately, we actually voted against the secession, and we did not secede at this time. It wasn't until after Abraham Lincoln requested troops from Arkansas to fight for the Union and tried to draft that we left the Union and joined the Confederacy. All right, so let's see here. Question number 9. Who is the boy who was hung as a spy during the Civil War in Little Rock, Arkansas? The boy hung as a spy. They actually have Confederate memorials for him, several of them throughout the state. He became a Confederate figure because of the sacrifice he made. What had happened was David Dodd. Yes, David Dodd, Tabitha. He had met a girl. They're not 100% positive, but they think he had met a girl who he had fallen in love with, and she had a connection with a spy and had someone write down all the different troop locations for the Union in the area, and she sewed it into his jacket. And then as he was leaving the city, the Union troops found him, and they found the papers in his jacket, putting out their, what did he know about Hillary Clinton? I shouldn't. Oh man. So yeah, so he was a young boy. I think he was only like 17. The Union troops found the troop locations in his jacket, and he was caught, and they gave him several chances to give up his source. And if he would have given up his source, they would have let him, they wouldn't have executed him. And he did not betray the Confederacy. He stayed strong, and they ended up hanging him. And he was such a young boy that he actually, when he dropped from the gallows, he survived. And after several minutes of him hanging there suffering, there are reports saying finally that a couple soldiers grabbed his legs and added weight. But it's amazing. It's crazy. Let's see here. I know they are funny. I can't help it. Let's see here. So, David Dodd. All right. Now, this is the last question for our Arkansas history or our Arkansas Trivia Day. Question number 10, round 3. What is the first unofficial national park in the United States of America? It would technically be the first national park, but they don't consider it the first national park. Hot Springs. Quick, Tucker, very quick. All right, so yeah, Hot Springs, it was actually recognized in 1832 as a national reserve. But they didn't actually make it a national park until I think it was 1930 or 1921. And if they had national parks back in 1832, they would have done it. But Teddy Roosevelt was, the president who started protecting our land. Amazing. Devil's Den, Buffalo. The Buffalo River Park. Oh, really? I bet. Especially being from there. They're like, that's our, our piece of history. But yeah, so awesome. That went on longer than I planned on it going, of course, again. But I had so much fun, guys. Thank you so much. I know my wife's ready for me to make some dinner, or we'll figure out what we're going to eat and get all that going. It's already 8 o'clock. My name's Dan Whitfield. I am the independent candidate running for United States Senate to unseat and replace Tom Cotton, one of America's most racist and corrupt senators. He's been killing me. I follow his Twitter, of course, because I need to know what he's saying, and it's really, really hard sometimes. I just can't believe the things that come out of his mouth. He's worried right now. He wants to spend $48 billion to prevent China from expanding their land in the ocean. I can't even think of the name of the ocean. It's not the Pacific Ocean. Is it the Eastern Pacific, hon, or the Western Pacific? I guess it depends on what continent you're on. Anyways, $48 billion he wants to spend in military spending right now. A new bill to add to military spending to attack China, when we could be using $48 billion to take care of our healthcare workers, to take care of all of the people who are out of work right now. $48 billion. We just gave them $1.4 billion or $1.4 trillion for their military budget. They can't find $48 billion out of there and leave the rest of our taxpayer money to come to us when we need it in this extreme time of need. It is insane. Anyways, thank you all so much for joining me tonight. My name is Dan Whitfield. My website is replacetomcotton.com. A quick update. We should be filing our lawsuit tomorrow in order to sue to gain ballot access. And I'll let you all know what happens with our lawsuit when we get it filed, what judge we're going to have, and kind of what's going on. So just, follow me, and I'll keep you all up to date. But thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful night. Stay safe. May God bless you all, and may God bless America.